guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. Today I'm going to do like a Day of the Dead face. I do these every year. I'm going to try to link up a couple of them, but I don't know today if I'm going to do a girl face or a skull. I'm not real sure, but I'm going to start now. I'm going to take a my Mod Podge, but you can use anything, just to kind of get the best circle I can, because I am circle illiterate. As you can see, I can't even draw a circle with a thing. I left my guide upstairs, and that's just the way it is. I'm not ashamed. Should I start a circle anonymous for those of us who can't draw circles, even with templates? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Next, I'm going to do eyes, and I don't have my template here because it's upstairs. So I'm going to take this washi tape, and I just pull that so it goes tight. And I'm going to lay this down and not squeeze it too much because it'll come out a different size, but that's okay. I'm just kind of getting an idea. Like that. Not a big deal. And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to bring the chin down here a little bit, and I'm going to go in on the side of the face and kind of bring it like this, right? And then approximately the same side. And you see how that kind of gives you a make it a little more, you know, kind of like that skull kind of thing. Kind of look, in a sense, like I said, I don't know if I'm just going to make this a skull or continue this as the face and make it down, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Because it's really not, I mean, this is really up into interpretation of what you dig, you know. It's just playing. It's not rocket science. I'm not going to win a contest. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for my one pencil, but I think it's upstairs with the rest of my stuff because why wouldn't it be, right? Why wouldn't it be? So I guess we're just going to rock on with our bad selves with the pencils that we have. So I'm going to use my Prisma Dr. Ebony Jet Black Extra Smooth. And what I want to do is go around these eyes, because I want them to be, I'm going to like blacken them. I'm going to leave that little line in the middle. I'm not going to go over that. I'm going to erase it. And this is where, if you can't draw circles like me, even though you have a template, where you can kind of make it okay that you can't draw circles. Maybe I'm the only one in the world who can't draw circles. I swear, unless I have my round template where I'm doing, and even that it's questionable. Okay, so I'm just going around. You see how I'm going around with the black? Now I'm going to move in just a minute. But now if you have a Q-tip or you have your paper stump, I have some of these. I was going to, I thought I bought a package of them. I have to look for them. And I'm just going around and going around. And all I'm going to do is take my stump or your Q-tip or your finger or whatever, whatever you have, and I'm just going around. I know it's hard to see with my hands, but in the way, I just want to smudge that out a little bit. I want it to be dark, and I even think I want it to be a little darker. Let me see, what pencil is this? Now charcoal would be great to use too, but I think this is too light. I need my smudgy pencil upstairs. This is a sketching, but it's HB, so it's not going to do as much as I want, but you could see we can definitely use anything. You just want to kind of make it go out and dark. Okay. Okay. Like I said, Q-tip or whatever. We're just going to kind of smudge out that. Just like that. And I'm also going to kind of smudge a little bit. But you could see when you have separate lines like that. But look, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So what I want to do first is I'm going to make petals around the eyes. Now, I'm going a little bigger here on everything only because with hand issues, you know, if you're having a bad day, I don't want to be, I can't do too small of things. Now, I have, my Patreon's going to be going live soon, and one of the things that I want to give to people who give to me are coloring pages that I'm going to make. And they're going to be made from me, but they're going to be on a bigger level for those of us who, and if I can, I'm going to kind of have a variety that you could pick from, you know, you could pick two from, but I want to make it so people like me can color. I'm old. My eyesight's going. So redoing those little things is more aggravating than relaxing to me, but I do enjoy to color, but I need bigger pages, bigger pictures to color. So, you know, so I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to do so everybody can do it, but that's just, you know, that's that. So I like to do a little bigger, and I think I'm going to do like a arrow here and do like this. And this, you know what, if you do this along with me, that would be great. I'd love to see it. You know, you can hit me up anywhere down below on all my social medias down below. My Facebook, my email, my Google, my Pinterest, my Twitter, all over the place. I don't even know. Instagram. I love Instagram because you can just put up little pictures and little, you know, little things. So, yeah. No, I'm just going to do like 3. I don't know what I'm going to do there. And then I want the nose to go here. So now I might want the nose to go up here a little more because of the socket, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just go here and do an upside down heart. Like that. And you can see how I go double. Maybe I got to move in a little more. You can see where I kind of go in double there because, you know, I didn't like the shape of it. But I can color that in. And you can also see here on the nose where this side goes up a little bit more. I need to get me erasers. Oh, geez, oh, Pete, there's an eraser on my pencil. Only me, I swear sometimes. So I want to kind of bring this like that. And then I want to do a mouth. Now here's where you can decide what you want to do. But I think for ease for me, because just that's what I need today, I'm going to do lips that are like a heart lips. I can always change that before I decide for sure. You know? And then I can go and do the lips like that and then put in like stitches if I want. And I can change that at any moment. See what I'm saying? I know. Looks like could look like poo right now, but that's all right. Plus my lighting's all messed up, which what's new? What's new? But again, okay. So there's that. And now I want to do under the lips. So I'm going to take my eraser, and I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this all the face or not. I might even use colored pencils because I've just been into that lately, but that's, you know, neither here or there. We can use paint or whatever. But I think down here, I want to put, I don't necessarily want another heart, but maybe I'll do, I don't know, I can even do 2 flowers down here maybe. And then maybe do just a little design. Wrong way, Cal. I'll probably do it the wrong way 12 times, so it's all right. I want it to go this way. And then up there to turn. Just as a basic, I can fix that. That's all I'm doing. And then here, just a little neck. I probably want the neck a bit straighter, though. I sit, when I'm upstairs, which I've said this a million times probably, but I sit upstairs in on my couch. I've got a lot of stuff upstairs that I draw in my drawing stuff, and I sketch out dolls that I want to make or whatever. And this is kind of what I do. I also kind of do, I'll show you. This is one of the ones I did upstairs. Basically the same as what I'm drawing, but you know, I wanted to do just the, and I do this a lot with even drawing when I do paintings or commissions. I wanted to just sketch out kind of what I wanted. And at first I wanted the mouth to be long, and then I just didn't dig it. And then, you know, just playing around so you have an idea. And then even when you go to draw it again, it looks a little different, not too bad. So that's what I'm going to do with these ones. Now, I think what I want to do is, I want to ink all this in so I can color it, but I'm not real sure. So I think for this, I'm going to do an eyeball inside. I'm probably going to have to erase some of that. And then the pupil. And then I got to decide about, so this is how I talk to myself all the time. It's ridiculous. Because I want these to kind of be the eyebrows. So I wonder if I should, let's take this up a little rounder like that. Yeah, because there are no rules. So I'll just erase that. And then I can kind of make those the eyebrows. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And then maybe I'll do, I don't want to do upside down hearts because people will complain. I'll do a heart here. Maybe a heart there. Because we're not going creepy so much as we're going, you know, just kind of what it is. Now, I want to ink it in. Question is, I'll skip the face. Let me see if this marker is working. You want a permanent marker. The Sharpie has one that is like this, that's permanent, and I can't recall the name right this second. But what I'm going to do is, I'm happy with the nose for the most part. I would be happy with this marker if it worked. Jeez, a Pete's cow. I need markers. Okay. So, and then I'm going to do this heart for the mouth. Just kind of inking them in. I do want to ink in this because I know this is staying regardless. And I know that this is staying regardless. And these are going to stay. And what I like doing when I'm inking it is because then I can erase all the pencil lines. And, you know, if I'm going to use colored pencils, they're going to be waxy. At least the Prismacolors that I use are waxy. They're delicious. And, you know, I love them. I'm not complaining about them. But they have a tendency to be waxy. And you won't be able to really necessarily trace over them when you're done. But we'll see. Okay. I'll put this here, this there. Like that. All right, now I'll do one here, and I think I'm just going to take this as that. So informative, Kelly. I'm in my own head. It's just how I roll. Okay. Now we have this part right there where I smeared out some of it. I'll probably end up erasing it Not that I want to, because I want it smudged, but I might have to go over it with colored pencil. I don't know, or paint. I'm going to do the heart here and a heart here. All right, and I think the line I can do, okay, so I got that. You want to use a permanent marker, and I'm going in. And I'm just using whatever, you know, a good eraser. You can use one of the gummy erasers. I'm going to try to leave the outside line on top, a little bit of it so I can see it. I'm more concerned about erasing the lines that I already traced. I don't know what I'm doing down there. All right. Okay, you stay over in that little line. There's nothing I can do with you to recycle you there, buddy. Nor do I want to. All right. Okay, so you see. That's why I love drawing and then going over with a permanent marker, because now, you know, what do we want to do? Do we want to paint? Do we want to use colored pencil? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let me grab my colored pencils. Okay. Now, you can do this much bigger or smaller. It doesn't matter. My thing is I want to kind of draw it, maybe throw it on a canvas or just whatever, and then make it into some sort of baby doll face. Where I'll mold the face, not use this as a baby doll face, but it's kind of my guide. You know what I'm saying? So I think first I want to do the flower and around the eye. So, let me find... What color do I want? I think I'm going to go... Now, this is a Prismacolor Verithin, which they're not my favorite. I mean, I like them, I'll use them, but my favorites are the Prismacolors. And this is in, what color is that? Canary. And these are just delicious. And I'm just going to take them on the outside. Kind of where the flower touches. All right. Same thing. Not the biggest idea, the biggest thing. Okay, so then I have that. I'm going to keep that there because, you know, I'll be needing that. I'll be losing it. And then I think for the flowers, I have a lot of, my daughter must have put hers in here. And I was like, this is just supposed to be my good Prismacolor. Now this is, what color are you? You are poppy red. Is that all the red I have? Ooh, this is scarlet. All right, I'm going with scarlet, I think. And I'm going to color these in. Now, you could do this with your Crayola crayons, your Crayola colored pencils, your watercolor pencils, because once you use that black marker that's permanent, it's not going to move. So you could definitely paint acrylic paint, watercolor paint, gouache, Copics, what have you. And you just kind of go and color it in. This is stuff I love to do because it's very meditative for me. Like I said, doing the smaller kind of things. And I have many of the coloring books. People send them to me like crazy, and I love them. But I tell you, it is so hard for me to color in them, not only because of my eyesight, but my hands. And even using colored pencils too long will hurt. But I can always take breaks. But I have that. And you could be very selective on how you do this to make sure everything is like spot on. Your flowers, because you could see my petals and all, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. To me, it's just creating something, not necessarily it being, so perfect. As you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, and if you've just found me, I have over 1,000 videos on here that if you don't dig this kind of thing, there's so many of them for you to go check out. I hope that you do, and I hope that you push that little button down below and subscribe. Okay. So you see, very simple. All it is a, you know, painting it in. What color are you now? You are dark brown, not what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, black, where you at? Okay, you are gray, and you are gray, and you are blue. Let's see, that's being, I never can tell the difference in the colors. If you sing, sometimes it makes it seem a little less daunting, I think. It's almost like you're being creative and you're not even doing what you were wanting to do. You're just... All right, what color? Here we go, black. Okay, this is a very thin, whatever. And I'm just going to go in. Go around. And the reason I don't care for these as much as the other ones is because they have a very thin, the name, point. And for me, the other Prismacolors, but I'll spend 3 years looking for it in this bag, but the other Prismacolors that I was using, these, I don't even know if these are a name. They're just Prismacolors. They have a much thicker tip. That's what she said. And they are much easier to use, you know, to get your good kind of... Oh, here's some charcoal. No, I don't even want to go there. Let's not go there. Let's just use our normal color pencils. I love using color, like I said, lately, and I think it's because I haven't been feeling good and I can just sit upstairs with the least bit of products, you know, and sit in color and plan things out and still, you know, feel like you're creating something or having an idea of what you want to create. I'm just going to take this around a few times. See? Just kind of makes it pop a little bit. It's like the eye socket. You know, but I feel like I can then... And I know the eyes aren't equal and that kind of thing, but maybe she's disabled when she's putting on her little makeup. And she's feeling herself. She's feeling fierce. She's like, I got off the bed and I'm doing my thing, right? Alrighty then. Okay, so now we're going to do the nose, which is going to be black as well. I don't know why I had to sniff like that when I said we're going to do the nose, but I did. And I'm just going in with black. But like I said, things like this, use your crayons, your markers, your pencil. You know what I mean? Like there's no right or wrong. There's nothing that, you know, that is saying, no, you can't do this. You can't use that because it's great. Now I need a red again. Geez, I wish I could find my red one. Here's a red. This is rouge. We'll see what this does. Is that... Yeah, that one's a little oranger, so this one, maybe I'll go over it with this. Or maybe I'll just leave it. Just leave these red. Okay. I'm just going in a little bit just to add a little bit around it. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. And I think these I will make red. And you can even do mixed media, which is the meaning of mixed media. You can use markers and crayons. You can use markers, crayons, and, which I could have got my markers out, and colored pencils. That's all mixed media. Mixed media, all that means is that you're using more than one type of media. So I draw this I use acrylic paint. I use this. I use that. It's mixed media. I draw this. I use a marker. I use colored pencils. You see what I'm saying? And I'm using, it's mixed media. So you can really, you know, call it, it is mixed media. It's just fun. And it's, you know, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. All right. So I think I'm going to go in with my marker. Good God, Kelly. And I think what I'm going to do is do my stitches on my mouth. So I can see definitely I'm, you know, I'm over this way too much. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to take it and go like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's all I can fit there. And then go 1, 2, 1, 2. Do my stitches there. And then I'm going to go in with my marker again. And you can use paint. You can use acrylic paint. You can use whatever. And I'm just going to go over that heart so it pops just a little bit more. Let's see if you can. That's all. And you can see like I have, like, I want to kind of add some of that black on that top just to make it a little shadowy. Right? Use your jelly roll, your jelly pen, all that kind of stuff. Matter of fact, that just reminded me of something I got to do. All right. So now for the eyes, I'm going to go, what color do I always use? Green. I always use green. And I'm just going to color it in. Now with the eyes, I want to really color them in. You know, so it's nice and opaque. I can go over the other things, you know, with the black again for the pupil. Now, what color should I do? I'm going to have to do yellow. Let's do this. I think if I do the rest of the face, I'm going to have to color that as well. I shouldn't have traced that. That's all right, Kel. Just keep doing it, sister. Go around the outside here. I'm just laying that down. You can use whatever color you want. I'm using yellow because of the yellow going inside there. But I was looking at going to use orange or something. I don't want nothing too dark because I don't want it to so much compete. But honestly, use whatever color that you want. I don't know. I might just do the outside here. Now I'm going to tell you, these are meant to do whatever way you want. Now, I love doing Day of the Dead Girls. I have a million that I've done around here, a million that you all beautiful people have sent me. They're gorgeous. I am also going to show you, I saw the other day, Secret Soto did a live stream that unfortunately I did not get to attend, but she showed what she did, and it's gorgeous. It is as well a Day of the Dead girl, and she blinged it out and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think she has the video up to show us how she did that, but do I want to do the eyes yellow or just leave it? Maybe I'll just leave it like that. But I want to send you guys to her channel just to look at the video. I'll put the link down below, and up above, up here in my iCard, you'll see a letter I, little letter, and then you go check it out. Okay, I think that'll be all I do right there. Now, the only thing I got to decide, I'm going to have to pull her face down like that and pull it down like that. And I'm going to color that in as well because that'll be the rest of her face. It's just kind of, I could do that black. Wait, let me think. Maybe if I did that black, then it would be more. All right, you know what? I'm doing it black. I'm doing it black. And the reason why is because if I'm doing a face and I'm coloring it in for a Day of the Dead girl, and I want it to be more skull-like of any type, you want to, you're going to have to put that shadow there. Same as when you do your regular makeup and you put a little bronzer or darker powder or what have you down there on your chin part, so it kind of makes it look a little more less full. So that's what I'm going to do here, just to keep going with the theme. Why not? This is how I'm going to paint a doll, so for the most part. Isn't it funny? You, I guess, and maybe it's as I get older and into the art so much more. Day by day, I just love it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I can see this, and I can see, oh, this is a little fuller over here, and I don't get as upset anymore. I'm just like, oh well, I'm just gonna put this little bump in there, and it'll match a little bit. It'll be okay. But I love doing art and encouraging others to do art, handicapped, disabled, or not. It's just, it's a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think I want a little more yellow in here. I think I'm going to go around these in the circle. Now I want to put a nice pop of color around these circles. I'm just going to take it like this for the moment. And what color? Let's do a pop of color. But it's just funny because I'm like, I just love creating. I love making dolls. I love sewing. I love that I forgot to put deodorant on last night after my shower, I think. But anyway, that was just a small thought that came to my head. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just so nice to just create and sit back and look what you do. Look what you did. And then when other people like it, it's, it's like, wow, I'm so happy. Not that I need anybody to like it, but it's nice to have somebody like it. One person that says, hey, I really dig that. That's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think for that's going to be, like I said, it's just my kind of thing. Now I need to figure out hair. Before I do hair, I'm going to go in, and you can use acrylic paint. This one's going to be hard to really make the eyes black with this marker because that wax is very waxy. And I'll go and try to draw the best I can around the colored pencil, and just to make it outline a little more. Same here. Now you can go and you can doodle, or whatever you call, whatever you call it. You can do on the sides of the faces. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary for me to do right this second, but who knows? Now, I don't, I could, if I do the doll, when I make the doll, if you want to see it, I can always, it takes me a minute, so it's not a minute, literally, it takes a while. But like, if you guys want to see it, I can put it on, I can record it and then just do a speed through so you can watch it be made. That's up to you. Some people find that very boring, and that's okay. All right, now I'm going to go in and I want to thicken these up. That's all I'm going to do. And you can use white and highlight and your jelly roll and all that kind of thing. I think I'm going to take my pencil, though, and I just got to decide hair. Okay, what kind of hair? So the neck's going to be kind of like that. Okay. And what's the kind of hair? She has to have, like, individual hairs. You know what I'm saying? So what if... starting like this... and making individual, almost dreads, right? Angie Lupus Life, Angie's Art Channel, Angie with the dreads. That's what I want. I want dreads so bad. I want to cut my hair so badly, but then the other part of me is like, just dread it up. Just dread it up. Because that's what I would love, but. Okay, and you can see, just very, and that would be, and you can make them, and then we could put crystals, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a little too big over here, Kel. What the heck? But see, you just erase it, and then find the pencil that you were just using that was working so well, and then you threw it because that's who you are. And then you can just kind of go back in. All right, and that's kind of what I want with her for the most part. And that's why I like to do the face first, because like your hair is going to lay on, on your face and all that kind of stuff. And then I can go in and I would probably do black or red for the hair, but I would trace it all in. Fix any mistakes I had to make them a little thinner. Like I said, you could put crystals and all kinds of stuff. And if you want, you don't even have to draw with pencil. You can just go straight in with your black marker or whatever color that you want to use. Colored pencil, whatever. Not the neck like that. Do it like that. And I'll probably go in a little thicker here, though. I'll need a thicker pencil, thicker pen, though, but... yeah. So, all right. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think I'm going to take my black and just go in so I can see if I like black. You can see there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of coloring in where I put the lines. Okay. Oh, you guys, let me tell you. I mean, it's been a long video. I don't know how many are you with me yet. But you guys, with my clay tiles and everything I've been making, you guys are so delicious. I love that you guys love them. So glad. Like I said, I'm not the only one in the world who makes them. A lot of people make them and that kind of thing. But because I love clay so much, and you guys request me to do so many clay videos, I want to give you guys some positive energy from me. You guys write me the most beautiful stories and even sad stories, but beautiful emails about how you guys turned me on. You put one of my videos on, or you went back in my videos, or you watched my most current video, and how you guys, it just helps you, and it was so encouraging. It helped you get out of whatever funk you were in for the minute or whatever, and that means so much to me. So I want to send out pieces of me to you guys. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm in the process of doing as well. All right, guys, this is just kind of where I'm at today. Just a very simple thing. Let me know down below if you guys want me to do the doll on video. And here where I would be when I'm doing, I would put some highlights, but your jelly roll is going to have to write over the wax, which can be a little bit hard, but you can definitely use your Stabilo or your China marker if you have white. It's delicious. And I just kind of add some, just a little bit of highlights, and you can add highlights in the flowers. I mean, it really does take it to another level. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like this, watching me and talk through a video that I'm doing. Like I said, I normally will do these upstairs, not on video, but I thought I'll try it and see if you guys want to crawl inside my head when I try to figure out what my next painting or doll or what have you will be. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Please share me around like I'm your loose friend. Give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys enjoy these kind of videos and enjoy watching me and listening to me talk endlessly about nothing. I love you guys more than I can ever express, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye!